And welcome back. We are now going to have a quick lesson in color separation and creating channels for coloring to make colorways of your repeat. Now, you should have a file with layers for every color you do. But let's have a quick refresher, guys. What if you didn't? What if you have this? What if you have a flat file? We need to have separations. We need to be able to color them. You cannot color a CMYK file. Let's look at the channels. Look, that's not one color. That is shades of reds. This is shades of greens. This is shades of blue because it's an RGB file. This is not a spot color separation or individual color separation file. We need to make that. We're going to go back. I'm going to do a quick color range selection and show you because I'm using an easy file. Remember, the initial picker, fuzziness set to 0. Click your color. It's going to get a lot. Do not change the fuzziness until you have grabbed the plus tool. Click and slide around the remaining blues that you want. Click and slide. Try to get as many blues as you can before you slide your fuzziness. That is adding different shades of blue, different hues of blue to the selection. Now, crank it in until you see it go away. Now, watch your quick preview, black and white. You're going to push that until you see it go out, and it's not. It's one color. It's perfect. Click. There's your selection. We can do Command J. There's your blue, and there it is all by itself. Let's go back to the background, select color range. We want peach, fuzziness to 0, single click. Single selection, let's go to the plus, add. Let's go all the way up. Let's go all the way around. Add. Now we can slide. Fuzziness. Now watch again our preview. See how we're starting to see other images come in from the center? We don't necessarily want them unless we look at them. Well, you know what? They're reddish. So we have to be careful. They're separate colors. Let's start this selection process again. I'm going to push my fuzziness now until I see, well, I'm going to bring it right back until those disappear because I don't want them. I'm going to Command J my layer. Let's turn off everything and see, look, there it is in all its glory. I'm not telling you it's perfect yet, guys, because I'm not trying to do it perfect. I'm trying to do it quickly for you. You need to zoom in and check the details and make sure it's right. This is a tutorial. Select color range. Let's do these reds. Let's get our fuzziness back to 0. Plus, click and slide. Click and slide. Let's push now our fuzziness. Whoop, let's get that background out of there. Let's keep it. Command J. And now we have that color. We have green now. Select color range. Let's get that green. Plus, fuzziness 0. Get it. Get it in there. Keep moving. Go around. Find it in other spots. Slide around. Push. We're doing good. We're not getting anything else. Green is pretty clean. Oh, there it's bringing the background on. Slide that back. Command J. We are separating the individual colors. If I turn the background off, look, there is everything. Exactly how we had it. Now, the only thing we're missing are these blues. So, I'm working on a low-res file. Blue is going to be tough because it's very similar to other colors. Set it at 0. Click plus. Go in there and try to get all these blues, or these are like a teal color. I should say it more appropriately. Find it. Try to get as much of it as you can. Don't get the stray color. You don't want any background color. Command J. Turn it off. There's your file. Fit on screen. The only thing we're missing is a background. We're a little sloppy around the edges, but that's where you have to fix. This exercise is just to show you how to create quick layers that you should already have. Let's build this from scratch. There's your blue dots. There's your background. There's your red. There's your little stamens. And there's your green. There are your separations. But again, like we said, they're not single colors. Let's turn everything off and look at our blue choke. A choke is a background because it chokes the images in the design. Let's go over to channels. This is why it's not an individual color. It's got a percentage of red, a percentage of green, and a percentage of blue. You cannot make that a single spot color. Leave it on. Let's go back to layers. We are going to go to our layers. We are going to take this layer. We're going to select all. We are going to copy. We're going to go to channels. We're going to go to new. Shift Command V so it pastes in place. Deselect. Now remember, black is what it has to be if it's a channel. So we're going to curve that with our levels. We're going to bend that black to black. I'm also going to pull in that stray light dirt that came when we selected it. Let's get those dots out. Now there's a nice clean solid black. I'm going to go back to my layers. Let's go to this bad boy. Select all. Copy. Channels. New. Shift Command V. Deselect Command L. We want black. Whoop. We don't want those though. Let's bring it to a place where let's bring it in. Hit OK. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to get an eraser. Really big one. And just knock those out of there. We don't want them. That's stray. Stray, stray, stray. Get rid of them. Boom. 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 Now we have two colors. Make it a spot. Let's make that background bright blue. Let's make this one. This was kind of a pinkish color. Make it pink. There we go. Look at that. Nice and clean. Now, those little white gaps, that's nasty. That's the anti-aliasing. If you want, blur it by a pixel or two with the Gaussian blur. Make sure it's not too many. It's going to feather the edge out. That means it's going to be gray. That means we can get our levels out and re-punch that. Look at that. We now used it to flare the color. Filled in our gap. Pretty cool. Let's go back to our layers. We have this layer. This layer is that weird stamen color. We're going to select all, Command Copy, Channels, New, Shift Command V, Command D. Again, not black. Let's push those guys. Get them black. Convert them to a spot. Let's make them a funky color. They were red. Let's make them red. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Back to layers. There's only one more. Actually, there's two more. This is the main flower. Command All. Command Copy. Back to channels. New. Shift Command V. There they are. Command D. Command L. Black is what we want. This is the best part. We curve away that nonsense. All right, now watch. You guys don't want these stray dots. Let's bring this back. Let's balance this. Look, I can almost get the dots to go away. Click OK. You're going to see some fuzz. Give it a blur. Give it that 1 pixel blur. Because it's not black. Now you can push the black, bring in that light tone a little bit, get rid of the stray dots. Boom, boom, boom. Make it a spot that was like a teal color. Click, click. Look at that. Super, super clean. Super, super channels. One more. These little dots that went in there. Command all, command copy. Go back to channels. We're going to make a new one. Shift, command V, so it's in place. Command D. Now look, again, light. Get it to black. These outlines were in the other. Let's leave them there. Let's make these center flowers. They were this color, kind of a blue. And we messed up and we should have made this green. There we go. So there's our design. Now let's look at what we had from the beginning. So what I'm going to have to do, I can go back to my layers. I can show you because I still have the CMYK composite. I just have to turn off. I have to go back to my channels, turn off all my spots. Look, I can still see my original CMYK file because it's still on a layer. Look, turn everything off. There it is. Don't forget, a layer is CMYK or RGB. This is why we have to make separations of solids. Because honestly, I want to flatten this file now. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of everything. I'm going to select all. I'm going to make my background color white, and I'm going to delete all this. I'm going to fill it with white. I want to show you that, watch. Turn on my channels. There comes the pattern back. But what's nice is, look, blue is blue. Pink is pink. Red is red. All of these can now be altered. Watch, if I want to change blue, I just go woo, woo, woo. I can make it any color I want. Slide it all over the place. Boom, boom. This is a colorable file. Crazy. Now, again, if I want a background, do new, edit fill. Fill it with black, not white, because white is nothing. Put it to the bottom. And now we have what you would call the choke. It was cream. It was a nice tan color. There you go. So now look, background, 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 background. So we just made a new colorway from our original file. Now, we can convert this to CMYK. It's not going to hurt anything. Look. It's fine. Because we have spot channels. Layers are gone. Channels are there. CMYK is white. We are working in spot color mode. If I want, don't forget at the end, because we cannot print this way, because you're going to get a white print, because your CMYK is white. You have to merge all this information back to CMYK. And you can see what happens. And when you have more information than the file has, it doesn't know what to do with the last bit. So we have to hit undo. Make sure that this is a spot color. And now we can do it and do it properly. Merge. Boom. There you go. Don't forget, every time you merge, the colors are going to soften because you're going to CMYK. It is a restricted color mode. If a colorway is too much or altered too much for you, you're going to have to make a minor adjustment to it. But you have just taken a flat file. If I go back to my history and open it, that was it. Flat RGB PNG. We went all through this history and converted it into a CMYK stepped out, broken down single color file for coloring different colorways. And that's how you do it. Thank you very much. Have at it, guys.